2000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms on no van. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on a gram. Wait, baby, wait, hop up in this race. No, this not a date, this a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late, think it's past 8. To my place, baby, be like some, wait, call Jake.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen, great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at the Golden One Center in downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Chicago Bulls. Won by Chicago. To Porter.
And I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But Jake, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Nice pass to set things up.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. You need to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
They'll get it down low to Lopez. Harrison Barnes sends it away. Fox with it. He'll run the offense. That's no good. Chicago basketball. Dunn to Porter. Levine. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Fox across the timeline. Down just a couple. And counted at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
And they called a foul. Jay, he was there too late.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This is our
You
first
can't actually
lead.
get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Lopez. Rises for the slam.
And easy, too. Get back on defense.
From the outside, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there, trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Kings have the basketball. Driving is Fox, but he can't get it to fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is
Michael
right there
Jordan
in your
used
face.
to be on
The
this
jawing
team.
is only going to escalate.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside.
Michael Jordan
gets it
used to
go.
be on this team.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Lays it up and in.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Dunn to Porter. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
Oh man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Count it.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Nothing going here on that drive. Fox to the basket, but a shot stays out. Porter to Zach LaVine. Robin Lopez, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Bulls with the basketball. Great feed. Sets it up. Zach LaVine doing what he does best. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
To Chris Dunn. Here's Lopez. Down low. Robin Lopez. 3 for 4. Good start.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
LaVine. To Lopez. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim. Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. To Bagley. Count the basket inside.
It's so difficult to block a guy like that with that kind of athleticism and length. Your timing almost has to be perfect, but pretty much there's no stopping him when he's around the rim.
To Lopez. Robin Lopez. He's now 5 for 6.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Chris Dunn. To Lopez. And a denial.
Just incredible timing in that slide.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Oh, who saw that coming?
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Down the lane to lay it in.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Bulls with it. Here comes the screen. Knocked loose. Done. Chicago with 4 to shoot. Has a chance. Shot by Dunn, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Trying to cash in. Almost, but no good.
You know, and everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket. Nothing going here on that drive. First quarter in the books. The Bulls have the lead.
$28, $26.
Jay, in the first quarter, if you own shares of stock in the offenses, you'd make a lot of easy money. There was no defense to start this one.
Well, the offense is hitting on all cylinders. Great ball movement, great shooting, great passing. But my goodness, has the defense been horrific. Can we do something about that, please, in the second quarter?
Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Don't foul, that's why.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result,
foul,
he's
because
going
that's
to the
why
line.
they
Otto
down
Porter, he's got 2
points.
shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. And he makes the move. To Barnes. A drive, but he can't get it to go.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was, so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
We're going to come back.
Nope, first one does not go. Good recovery. Hits the second free throw. Robin Lopez. Tips it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
First try, no good. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Sacramento ball. And count the basket inside.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
And the basket good at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot in.
To Bagley. Nice finish at the rim.
Contact on the drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Porter. Lopez. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To Porter. Great pass to set it up. He gets it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Bagley. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 6.
Oh, denied! As my old teammate RJ would say, stay down, clown.
Wait, it's the Bulls' ball?
has a
He
look.
was wide open for a
Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I like that. You got the defense rotating from side to side. They're even recovering late, but still, you got to make that one.
Done. And the Kings secure the rebound. And count the basket.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here.
We're
because
tied.
that was not an easy look.
To Chris Dunn.
X.
It's the Kings now with the ball. Deep two there, won't go. Porter to Chris Dunn. The pass set it all up.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Into the front court, it's Fox. Down two. De'Aaron Fox slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Count the bucket for two.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
The drive, right to the basket. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Porter. It's good. Defense has to pick things up.
And I just hear my high school coach preaching this thing to me every single day, and it's still pertinent for the NBA. It's all about spacing. And when you have guys who are lethal three-point shooters and they understand spacing, oh, that whole floor opens up, and that's a thing of beauty to watch.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Levine shot no good. Willie Cauley-Stein swats it. That's his third block this evening. De'Aaron Fox.
Oh, that was a deep three.
Mind tricks on people.
Oh, that was a
Offense is
deep
more worried
three.
about
That was
getting
a
their
deep
shot blocked than
three.
they are about actually making the shot.
Willie Cauley-Stein with the block. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the
That was a
defensive
deep
end
three.
standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Fox into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game. To Chris Dunn. Porter. They'll get it down low to Lopez. Layup goes down.
That was
Well
a
done.
deep
And when the
three.
ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Add 2 points to the board.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Passed it off and finishes strong.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead.
And a putback slam.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Cashes in for two.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
The pass taken away by the Kings.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
4-3. To Chris Dunn. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Another follow. No good. Bagley. To Fox. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front. shot here just before the break. To Chris Dunn. Porter, great feed. And scores. Strong take.
I see this happen all the time. It used to happen to me. Sometimes an easy offense allows more effort to translate to the defensive end.
And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. They're in position. Let's see who can retain it. To the rim. Lays it up and in.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Dunn to Levine. Here's Lopez, down low. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land.
50%.
They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
It's a 4-point game.
Fox with it. 4 points the differential as we come up on halftime. And too much contact.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
First free throw is good. 2 for 2 on that trip. Knocked loose. Kings come up with it. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Rebound taken in by Chicago. A shot at the buzzer. That's it. First half has come to an end. It's the Kings with the lead.
60-54 half.
The Kings are in a tight battle after 2 quarters, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Each quarter is 8 minutes.
It's Chicago ball. Done. Nice pass to get things going.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Short jumper won't go down.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staple.
Over to the right side. Porter. No good. Trying to take it all the way, but it's no good. Levine to Chris Dunn. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Bulls have it.
Why is he sounding
Done to Zach Levine. Sizing up the defense. Has a chance. Zach Levine looking good. 4 for 5.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
And they're lucky they get the ball back. And the finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Trying to cash in. Gun shot that misses. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Barnes. Can't connect. Dunn to Levine. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach Levine.
It's out.
De'Aaron Fox. Now that's a contest.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
To Zach Levine. That is great vision to set it up. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
He was so wide open. Pretty much looked like a deer staring into the headlights. Last resort, but still, points on the board.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
The pass stolen by Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox. The Bulls with the rebound. Levine to Porter. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. Cauley Stein goes to the left side. Oh, if you're a fan, you love the will and the want. A shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Levine to Lopez. Willie Cauley Stein pins it. Ooh, 5 now.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Done. To Levine. Porter. Here's a chance from long range. And out of Porter. So smooth. Catch and shoot. Buries the 3.
Today's league just throws that old school stuff out of the window. Why have twos when you can shoot threes, even on fast breaks? Guys spread out towards the three-point line instead of laying the ball easy at the rim.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. De'Aaron Fox with a chance at a 4-point play. Hasn't missed yet. You can count that one. 4-point play. To Zach Levine. Harrison Barnes with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Fires the 3. They need something to go down. It's no good. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
For 3, shot off the mark. Good defense. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I know I've seen this many times in various mixtapes. Add that one to the list, too.
Nice pass to set things up. And he'll go to the foul line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
first free throw. Second one goes.
They made this
It's
a
1-2
10-point
trip.
game.
Not going down for him this time.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings. And he finishes at the rim.
And
How
the
they
true
made
test of
this
a
a
team's
12?
character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
To Lopez. Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Can't get the bounce. Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority. He's been a one-man show. But, Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Cruises inside for two.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder in the defensive end.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
De'Aaron Fox. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
Shoot or shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
They'll get it down low to Lopez. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
It's Sacramento ball. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Straight on three. At the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. The Kings dominating so far. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. If you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Chicago with the possession. To Porter. Stuffs it down with authority.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of
I
categories.
didn't mean to shoot her.
To Porter. Here comes the screen. To Porter. Five to shoot for the Bulls. Has a look. No good. No daylight. Great defense. Bagley. Oh, bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Nothing going here on that drive. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way, though.
Knocked loose. Oh, they called a foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Levine to Porter. From long range. Off the iron. No good. It goes down.
I'm sorry, his name is not John Wall or Russell Westbrook. So why is he getting a free pass down the entire length of the floor?
To Levine. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
To Zach Levine. Zach Levine doing what he does best.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finishing. It's all business.
Kings with the ball. To Harrison Barnes. Beyond the arc for three. That was well defended, but Barnes sticks it.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what quarter wins.
Knocked loose. Kings come up with it. Going to launch beyond the arc. And the rebound comes down to Selden. Nearing impossible. No getting through.
That's five
I
blocks
think it's
tonight.
our ball.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Driving is Fox, but he can't get it to fall.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player a short arm shot.
To Lopez. And the finish. Slam dunk.
They're still in their 70s.
Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Fox across the timeline. His guys leading by 14. Robin Lopez rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Porter. Willie Cauley-Stein sends it away. Incredible. 6 tonight.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Free throws good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Chicago possession. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Kings. De'Aaron Fox. He was all over it. To Chris Dunn. Off the assist.
And I'll never forget one of my first games playing as a rookie with the Bulls. I talked to Steve Nash, and Steve Nash always used to tell me, the more you come out and you get your teammates involved, the easier it will be for you to score down the stretch. Think about it. You come out, you get 7, 8 quick assists, then a ball pick on the next possession. He bit, easy layup.
Levine to Porter. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Willie Cauley-Stein lays it in.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
To Hield. Nothing going here on that drive. Throwing inside. And scores.
Shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ballgame.
Kings have the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. Ball's out. Last touch by Zach Levine. Time to shuffle things up. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. but you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First try at the line, no good. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Dunn to Levine. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
4-3.
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Harrison Barnes is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 78% at the line. And he hits the second. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Bulls with the rock. Dunn to Lopez. Kings come up with it.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Not a good shot there as he misses it. Levine gets it in the right corner. Porter. And the rebound belongs to Sacramento. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off their hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
De'Aaron Fox. Dunn. Great look and vision. Throws it down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Levine, great dish to set it up. Tough-looking shot there, still gets it to go down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox. Ball's tied up. Neither player wants to give it up. Substitution being made in this one. Easy pass to the rim. Now the Bulls will take the timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Time for some new personnel into the game. Shot by Dunn, no good. Desperation shot here from half court. It's the Kings who get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
111.96 final.
NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here. And I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Kings emerged victorious after a tight finish. And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists, were delivered throughout this contest. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Sacramento Kings. The Bulls finished on the losing end of a close score. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Fox is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of Ed Coyne and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.